This is 5 signs you might be an undiagnosed autistic adult, guys. And if you've ever watched content about autism and thought, this just sounds a little bit too familiar, then this might be for you guys, because here are 5 common signs undiagnosed adults with autism, especially women and parents, have, guys. So here we go. Number 1, you've always felt different, but you can never explain why. I mean, you might have coped pretty well, you might have achieved things, worked, parented, but underneath it all, there's a constant feeling of not quite fitting in, guys. You often felt like you're playing a role rather than just being yourself. Number 2, you get exhausted by everyday life. And I don't just mean tired, but deeply drained by socializing, things like noise, small talk, crowds, or constant demands. You may need a lot of time to recover, even for things that other people find completely normal, guys. Number 3, you might mask without realizing it. I mean, you rehearse conversations in your head, say the right things out loud while feeling something completely different inside, in copying others socially and holding it all together until you get home, and then you just crash, guys. Number 4, you've been labelled with anxiety, depression, or burnout, but never fully explained it, guys. Now, many undiagnosed autistic adults are treated for anxiety or depression for years without anyone looking at the underlying neurodivergence. You might also have chronic stress, autoimmune conditions, or sensory overload, guys. And if these things are left undiagnosed, they can become bigger issues as you get older with things like fibromyalgia. Number 5, your child's diagnosis made you see clearly for the first time. And this is one that I hear a lot from my followers over here at Ask Ellie, because it's a real big one. When your child is diagnosed with autism or ADHD, suddenly these traits feel very familiar. And for many parents, only recognise autism after advocating for their child. And for people like me that were born in the 70s, these things, and when you were going to school in the 80s and 90s, weren't really picked up. You know, you kind of just, you're dyslexic, well, that's it. They didn't really know. Now, being autistic doesn't mean you're broken, guys. It means your brain works differently, and some of the cleverest people in the world are autistic, and you may have spent your life surviving in a world that wasn't built for you. If this has made you nod along for the whole video, guys, you are not alone, and you're not too late. You're finally understanding yourself, and you might want to follow my channel, because if you've not had children yet, there might be information there for you later on. And if you recognise this in other family members or your partner or one thing or another, then you might want to share them with it as well. Now, let us know in the comments if any of these things sound familiar or you've had a eureka moment during my video here today. And I will write a post today over at Ask Ellie about this. So, you know, for the neurodivergent people out there and the ones that don't know yet, it is a really good resource because everything I write is in black and white. There is no pictures, there is no advertising. So it's easy for the neurodivergent and stressed out brain to digest, and you can get it by Googling or coming over to my bio, clicking on my link tree, and you will find a section